Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Hey, you know what? I thought since we're going through all of my Sonic collection, we just did the games last time, so I thought it was a really good idea to do all the other media that I have because Sonic is a multimedia franchise. So we're not going to just get games. We've also got things like movies, television series. So let's see what I got in my collection for that. And this is going to be a little bit shorter video because of all that I have. So, without further ado, let's take a look. Okay, so I've got some pretty cool stuff here that I really like. First of all, of course, the movie came out, and I like music, so I had to get the soundtrack. Now, this is the soundtrack that was released. That is all of the instrumental, so it doesn't have like Boom by the X Ambassadors on it. This is just purely the music from the motion picture that was created specifically for the motion picture. And I really like it. I wish I could play it for you on stream, but maybe not so much. We don't want to torque off the copyright gods. But this is really good. The person that wrote this, Tom Hulkenberg, is super talented. Excuse me, and I absolutely love it. I haven't listened to it in a while. I've got to actually listen to this again. I got to watch the movie again. Speaking of the movie, I gotta be I gotta be real. So this is actually kind of a funny story because obviously I'm going to get the movie. I got the Blu-ray DVD digital version. And, when the thing that locked us out of theaters and other places happened, I they pulled that, made it available on digital early, and I went to pre-order this and thought I had it, and then I realized why do I not have this in my hands yet? I should have it in my hands, right? I I went on Amazon and looked, and what I thought to have pre-ordered was this physical copy here. What I actually pre-ordered was the digital release on Amazon. I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. So I ended up having to go out and buy this, and then the Steelbook was announced for the um, for the UK, and I was like, oh man, they get all the cool stuff. And then I found out, oh, but Best Buy is going to have the Steelbook as well. So I was able to get the Steelbook. I'm hoping for this new movie that's coming out that they'll do another Steelbook because I really like this. Now the Steelbook is only 4K, I believe. Let's take a look in there. 4K Ultra HD, and it looks like Blu-ray. So it's only Blu-ray and 4K Ultra HD. I have neither thing. So this has never been played. This is purely collectible. And mind you, with this movie releasing on Amazon, Hulu, and now Netflix, I've never had a reason to take these um, out of the box and actually watch them that way, which is kind of cool. So that is a thing. And I'm probably going to do the same thing with this new movie is get all the various versions. I don't normally do that. Usually when I buy the movie, I simply have the movie. But if they're going to come out with special stuff like this, and then I can like have access to a digital copy and have a DVD, which I only have a DVD player on this computer, then yeah, I'm going to buy that. But I'm going to get the Steelbook Collector Edition as well. And man, with that third movie coming out, whoo, yeah. So now we're going kind of backwards in time, but of course, Cartoon Network put out Sonic Boom, the cartoon series, not the game. But I was able to get the special edition Season 1, Volume 1, and the Volume 2 with the collectible figures inside. Again, this is available on Hulu. I can watch it at any time. I don't have to open these unless they get rid of them. So this is also another item that has just never been opened. Uh, and you would think I'd want to open them to get access to the figures, but no, I think just leave it the way it is. honestly. I'm rather happy with the way they are. I do need to get the season two sets as well. I think season two is all on one disc, though, if I recall. And then when I was in an FYE, yes, they still exist. I was able to get these two Saturday morning cartoon volumes. They're just random, I think, episodes. They never really go any further than that. I don't know if there's any more of these floating around out there, but I was able to get my hands on them. I'd like to get the whole series on DVD if possible. That is the one that I grew up with. Let's see, I believe it aired in 94, 93. So I would have been 13 when this started to air. And I believe I was 14 when it stopped airing. So it only lasted 2 seasons. And that was a shame. I really would have liked to have seen this go at least 1 or 2 seasons longer. I know they ended on a cliffhanger, and I'd like to get. I know there's a box set of this out there that exists. I would like to get my hands on it because that show, for the time it was out and the time compared to when I was a kid, this show was actually something that I used to watch on a regular basis. Even if it was like the previous week's episode, I would still watch it to set myself up for the new episode later in the morning on the ABC block. Now, the last one I have to show is this Christmas Blast special. I've never seen this. I didn't even know it existed because of the way that I was raised. This is something that would have been avoided because of it being a Christmas movie. Um, but I haven't opened it and watched it. I actually meant to take Christmas and uh, do like a watch party on Twitch with it, and I didn't do that. So, isn't that sad? Because it was available on Amazon Prime at the time, and if you have Amazon Prime and Twitch Prime, and you're a streamer, you can actually stream movies as long as it's Prime ready. Um, and mine was not Prime ready. So, well, no, mine was Prime ready. I just had to work that day. Um, so I went ahead and got the DVD. Still haven't opened it. Still haven't watched it. And you know what? I'm good. I'm gonna wait till this is February as I'm recording this. I'm gonna wait till to December for Christmas, and I'm gonna make sure I have that day off so that I can go and stream this if it's available. If it's not, well, I guess, but there's really nothing I can do about that. But for now, um, we'll just keep it in its packaging for now. So that is the extent of the uh, Sonic media that I have right at the moment. I'm really looking to see if I can expand this more. It's going to probably end up having to have its own display, its own bookshelf, because there's not very much. I mean, I still want to get like the Sonic X box set, but I'm really kind of holding out for that because I want the Japanese version more than I want the American version. The U.S. version, I'm sorry, but 4Kids is a defunct company, no longer exists, and it no longer exists for a reason because it was a crappy company. Their dubs were largely awful, in my opinion. One of the probably few that I genuinely liked was the Yu-Gi-Oh series, but that's not really anything because that's not what I collect. But that's nothing against the voice actors. All the voice actors from that series are very, very talented, and I'm glad that they were able to migrate from um, the television show Sonic X into being used actively in uh, the game series so that they didn't just lose their jobs. Went on for 3 seasons, and I would like to get, but honestly, I'd like to get both versions of it. I would like to see Sonic X released the way they released Sailor Moon, um, with an American voice cast and a Japanese and the original Japanese voice cast unedited. Hey, maybe they should bring back those actors and redub the thing so that it can be re-released. Maybe like on Hulu or Crunchyroll or something. That would be kind of cool. But for the moment, that is all I have in that portion of my collection. Obviously, there is room for it to grow because of the new movie coming out. We've got 3 coming out now, or at least being worked on, like the early stages. New Knuckles television series, which may or may not come out on DVD, Blu-ray, which would be awesome as far as I'm concerned. We got Sonic Prime that could potentially be released on DVD, Blu-ray. We don't know. Um, so hopefully we get a lot of soundtracks. I mean, there's just so much that we could be getting in the future that we don't know about yet. So let's hope. Let's hope. Uh, more Sonic media, the more the merrier. So for now, thank you for stopping by and taking a look at what I have in this part of my collection, and I will see you soon with the next part of my collection. Have a great one, and thank you for watching.